Who wants to make short ribs with me? We're gonna start with 4 bone-in short ribs, and you wanna season all 4 sides with kosher salt and black pepper. Then in a pan over medium to high heat, we're gonna add enough oil to coat the bottom of the pan. And we don't want this screaming hot, we just want it hot enough so that when we add our meat to the pan, you can hear it sizzle. Once you develop a nice crust and your meat looks like this, flip everything over and repeat this on all 4 sides. Transfer all of your seared short ribs onto a flat surface. If you don't have a tray, you can use a plate. We're just gonna get rid of this fat. Then I have 1 thin sliced Spanish onion, and I'm just gonna slightly lower the heat. As these onions cook, we're gonna use them to scrub the bottom of the pan. You can cook these onions as long as you like, but once you have a little bit of color on them, we're gonna add about a half a cup of balsamic vinegar. You can play around with how much balsamic vinegar you add. Just make sure to reduce it enough so it gets nice and sweet and doesn't make you choke when you take a big whiff. Once it's reduced enough, we're gonna cut the heat. We'll add a few sprigs of thyme and a handful of garlic cloves, maybe 8 to 10. Move all of this stuff to one side of the pan. You can move your onions around the pan to make room. And if you have any resting liquid on your pan, get it in there. Then I'm gonna fill this with beef stock just until it comes halfway up the short ribs. You can also use chicken stock. Cover this tightly with foil or a lid. Then I have an oven preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna check these after about 2 hours. Oh, and also this recipe works awesome with chuck steak or chuck roast. Then, once your short rib can do this, carefully transfer these into something else, get them covered, then while these rest, you're gonna strain this liquid and remove as much fat as you can. Oh, and if you have the time, you can make this a day ahead, then refrigerate your short ribs right in this liquid, and once they're cold, all the fat will rise to the top and solidify, you can pull it right off. Then we're gonna go reduce this liquid until it coats the back of a spoon. Do not skip this step, and follow me if you're gonna serve this with roasted potatoes, mashed potatoes. Ooh, I'll pin a video about polenta to the top of my page for the next little bit.